Ojoro INEC. Why do you think the INEC is working for Tinubu and the APC, Eedris Abdulkareem?
If the president is sure that he is not emasculating INEC, then let him immediately sanction 1. Electronic voting, 2. Diasporan voting, 3. That only PVC and not ID card be used for voting, 4. INEC should start the registration of new political parties immediately, because that is how true democracy works. It be like say.
So Eedris Abdulkareem has released a brand new song, and it's highlighting INEC's collaboration, purportedly, allegedly, that's what the word they use, with APC. Eedris Abdulkareem, of course, very controversial musician. He's been around for a while now. The person who sang Nigeria Jaga Jaga, everything's scatter scatter. Poor man, this suffer. Boza, Gunshot on the air. That song was banned by Obasanjo. He did another song that was directly speaking to the president's son, Sheyi. Sheyi had actually said his father was the greatest president in Nigeria. I think he had that meeting in Yola. I think it was during the Ramadan fast. He was going around giving people monies, giving them food and palliative, so to speak. And he did a stop in Yola. I really don't know what happened to him. Other places that he goes to, he really talks. I don't know what happened, why he collected the microphone in Yola. I saw somebody who was hyping. And it was, screaming, my father is the greatest president, they keep coming for me, da, 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 da. So I think that triggered Eedris Abdulkareem, and he did a song, and NBC banned the song. Incidentally, I had seen that song like 5 days earlier, but I didn't give a lot of importance to it. But when NBC now banned the song, I said, wait, let me even go and listen to this song. What is in this song that is so interesting? And quite frankly, the song was just saying, can you tell your father that the Nigerian populace are suffering, that we are more into poverty than there can be ever. He is the one that has, put us into this mess that we are in. Don't tell us your father being the greatest president. Tell us about what the amount of persons that your father has brought out of poverty. Tell us the amount of persons your father has actually lifted. And I'm saying this, not his friends that he appointed ministers, or his friends that he put in different places. I'm talking about the common man on the street. Don't tell me he has made more monies by saving subsidy and giving to the governors. What does that amount to? It amounts to nothing. And you gave to governors, so what? Like, so what? What has the governors done with the monies? What are the policies that's supposed to be trickling down now? You remove subsidies from the first day that you left office and that you got into office. The first day you removed subsidy. And ever since then, people's lives have been shattered. This is 2 years. And then you are saying things are going to get better. When? We're counting 1 year and few months to that election in 2027, February. So at what point would things get better? Would tomatoes come down? Would beans, rice come down? At when? When would that happen? What day? What time? We had a date when you came on board, 29th of May, and said subsidy is gone. There was a date. Why is there no date for poverty to be eradicated? And even the one that you are giving your people, poor people, directly, how the people you have put in there, how have they been able to send those palliatives to people who are really poor? The anger the Nigerians have about their government, not just the presidency, the states, local government, is palpable. If there's an election today, I'm not sure that 90% of you people who are in government will be gone. The poverty is loud. Unemployment is loud. And forget this thing people are moving to APCO. Forget this photo op. So this is dramatical. Peter will be 112 states without a House of Rep member. It played out. So let's be realistic. So Eedris Abdulkareem was just basically highlighting just this same thing. Say Tinubu, tell your father, say people are hungry. Tell your father, say he should be fast with whatever it is that he's doing to alleviate the masses' poverty. But here we are. More people drifted into poverty. More companies left this country. More companies got closed down. Nigerian companies and foreign companies, owing to the harsh economic realities that we are in. And yet, we have paid our loans. We have saved more monies. We have given to the governors. As in, how does that affect me? So, having said that, that was how I ban. I didn't see anything in that song that warranted any ban. This particular song now is directly towards INEC. There is nobody. Before the 2023 elections, there was this unbelievable high hope that INEC, made Nigerians have. Because in 2019, if you look at INEC's trajectory from 2015, you will say, oh, it is a very interesting elections that gave that gave everybody the opportunity to see that that finally an incumbent can be beaten, and INEC would not be subservient to the incumbents. Goodluck Jonathan lost the elections. And if everybody's hope were high, even those who were angry that Goodluck Jonathan lost. So there was this air of, I trust INEC. INEC has done well. 2019, the same thing. The incumbent, power of incumbent, you could say, but 2023, another year to change the pattern. New election, new people. That's not like power of incumbent. Well, power of incumbent might play, but not as though that the person was there, per se. And then there's this higher hope, it's going to be electronically done. There's not going to be any manipulation. Once you vote, you see the numbers in their server. There is not this one. This is going to be hitch-free. All of a sudden, they announced election by 4 a.m. Election result by a presidential election by 4 a.m. You God, have mercy. A presidential election by 4 a.m. They announced the election result. And not just that, they said it's glitch. Okay. So let's assume an election that's keenly contested, an election that everybody was looking forward to, that you told everybody that the election is going to be the best that Nigeria's ever had. And then all of a sudden there was a glitch. You did not stop the election. You did not stop the collation because of this glitch. So as to repeat it, to be sure that this election, Nigerians, got what they wanted, got the leader that they want. If there's a glitch, repeat it. Just like Jam had said that I had a glitch. The chairman of Jam, or registrar, they call it here, said they should do a receipt for select places. You're going to say, okay, these select places, let's even repeat this on these selected places. No. Everybody should go to hell. If we are finished, we are done. Does that make any sense? Till this day, nobody has explained what the glitch was. And the painful part of this thing, the House of Rep, the presidential election, apart from the presidential election for the day, there's also Senate and House of Reps election that particular day. There are 3 elections: Senate, President, and House of Reps. That's federal election. No glitch was experienced for the Senate and House of Reps. The glitch was only for the presidential. And I dare say that it was even that morning of election that that thing was switched off. They had their tech guy ready, and that maybe the numbers were not they were not something that they wanted. They had to switch it off and said the people should do manual. Then wrote the results, and then these people who did that are still having their like they're still staff of the company, of the institution. You know, these are things that have never happened in other climes. They will say every day, oh, that we want to, our institutions should be stronger than the human beings. This is a clear case of our institutions being weaker than the human. It's a clear case of our institutions being weaker, being controlled, being manipulated by humans. Stronger humans, stronger individuals over institutions. And one person will manipulate, and a body of people will manipulate a system without being accountable to their actions. And this is what will happen. Like, they boldly told us it's a glitch, and the person who said it's a glitch did not resign because of that. He kept on holding his position till this date. And then we're quiet. We're okay with it. This song was just basically highlighting, you know, what exactly is what INEC should have been. Now we're talking about reform. Who would believe your reforms? Who would even want to come out to vote when they know that you've already written the result? You know, it's just terrible. I just hope that there's a miracle that happens, and that something happens, and then INEC turns a new leaf. But trust me, since that thing happened, people have waned. And that's why I trust, I like what this guy is doing, Randy Peters, you know, trying to push in the National Assembly to tell these guys to do reform. Not 5 or 6 months to election. People start rushing to put up something. Let's see be that there's a reform. It's crazy. Tell me what you think. I'd also love to hear from you as always. God bless.